Alright, as you can see, I got a pile of dishes going here. It's been a while. I've washed dishes a couple times since the last video, but this week has really been busy, so finally I have some free time to get into the dishwashing ritual here. And today is a good day to do it. May 1st in Poland. It's a holiday, Labor Day for Polish people today. So actually this whole weekend is a special weekend. Tomorrow is Flag Day, and then on Monday, May 3rd, is the Polish Constitution Day. So this is what they always call the long weekend, because May 1st and 2nd and 3rd are always free in Poland. Unfortunately, May 1st is on a Saturday this year, so you don't get quite as long as a weekend as you do sometimes. The best is like on a Wednesday, you get May 1st, and then of course you get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday's May 3rd, so then you have Saturday and Sunday. That's a real long weekend, but not this year. But Monday is free, so I'll take advantage of that. And today is free for me, because usually I teach on Saturdays, so I'm happy. Labor Day, so why not wash the dishes on Labor Day, right? Yeah, okay. Constitution Day. So actually, you know, that's it's a dangerous topic. I won't get into it too much because I'll start doing history here, but it's a good connection to a lot of you guys are from America that watch this. And the Polish Constitution was May 3rd, 1791. So of course the American Constitution was in 1788, ratified in 1788, although, well, the last state to ratify was Rhode Island in 1790, but generally, you know, it was made official in 1788. What am I talking about? Moving on. Who cares? So anyway, of course, the American Constitution is the first modern codified national constitution in the world, and the Polish Constitution is the second, generally considered the second in the world, 1791. So, and it was in large part, you know, a lot of connections with the American Constitution. You know, the separation of powers, the balance of powers, bicameral legislature, a lot of the Enlightenment ideas in the American Constitution, also in the Polish one. So there's a strong connection there. I have mentioned earlier, like in the American Revolution, there were a couple of Polish patriots that helped out in the American Revolution, and of course were important in the Polish situation. Unfortunately, in Poland, the Constitution only lasted 1 year because the Russians came in and decided they didn't like that Constitution. So Catherine the Great and then Prussia also caused some problems, and Poland was divided up. I won't get into the whole history, but there are actually 3 partitions. The first partition in the 1772, which actually was one of the reasons why the Poles decided to write their constitution in 1791, because they realized, you know, the powers Prussia, Austria, and Russia were starting to focus in and try to divide up Poland, so they needed some reforms in Poland. So they wrote that constitution, but of course the powers around Poland didn't like that constitution, so they started to come in and cause some problems. So it only lasted a year, and Poland was divided again, the second partitions, which left only a small piece of Poland independent, sort of independent. And then, of course, the famous Kościuszko uprising in 1794, where Kościuszko, who was this guy who helped out in the American Revolution, he led an uprising of Polish peasants and some nobility who were trying to resist Russian rule and Austrian rule and Prussian rule. And they had some big victories, but unfortunately it didn't win, obviously. And then the third partitions divided Poland totally up between the Russians and Austria and Prussia for the next 123 years until after World War I. So, but that constitution survived, you know, the idea of it, democracy and stuff. So it kept leading to lots of different movements in Poland and throughout Europe, you know, that ultimately resulted in, you know, what happened after World War I, where many governments in Europe took a similar type of constitution. And get the soap. As you can see, look at all that silverware. We've been doing some eating, right? It piles up. But you gotta wash them. I enjoy it. It's not so bad. I know breaking North Carolina, you're not a big fan of that, but here you are. And you asked for the video, so here it is. And Dennis and Devin and Matt Colby, you're always asking. So I appreciate that. That's nice to know that people want to see this. So here it is.
We'll find you.
I'd be carrying so much today, all of it behind you.
Save your life through loneliness.
Oh, you know what that is. Kubush. Of course, that means I had a certain group at school for history. I got another kubush. Good stuff. This one is carrots, peach, and apple. Good stuff. All right. So, nice day. Actually, also a special day in my family because this is the anniversary of my youngest sister's wedding anniversary. She got married 6 years ago today. Unfortunately, me and my wife weren't able to go because we were in Poland, and you can't just, fly back for a weekend or something. So unfortunately, we missed that. One of the regrets of being in Poland. But also interesting today, me and my wife, after I finish this, we're going to sit down and make the final choices for my other sister's wedding because she's getting married in June, which we're going to make. So I'm leaving. Our school finishes actually at the end of June and the beginning of July. But I got the permission to leave a little bit earlier because my sister's getting married on June 26th. So we're buying her wedding presents today. We're making the final decision and ordering them. We have some things picked out on the internet. So that'll be good. It'll be fun to be there. Actually, it's an interesting wedding because she's marrying my best friend. So extra special wedding. I get to be best man for my sister's wedding, and that'll be fun. And they're moving to Hawaii right after the wedding. So my parents will have one child in Hawaii, one child in Minnesota, and one child in Poland. They're covering the world. But I better get to drying these.
Psycho Billy Cadillac, come on. This is the Cottonmouth and negatory on the car.
All right. Finish it off. It's all cleaned up. Whew, another dishwashing ritual in the bag. I just wanted to end this really quick by thanking all of you who watch the videos. I really appreciate it. I don't say that enough, and I just want to say that right now. I appreciate you watching, but even more so, I love watching your videos. I love watching the stuff, Dennis, the Chong family, my favorites, daily vlogs, and that's not to take anything away from Andy Sum 25 and Brian's World. I love your stuff too. Great. I just look forward to it every day. It's better than television. I don't watch television anymore. I watch Brian's World and Andy and Dennis and, of course, the greatest YouTuber out there, JoJo, Kid Kool-Aid. I mean, I never know what to expect, and I'm always entertained, and I love it. And Devin and Erica, great stuff. I don't want to leave people out either, so I hate to name these things off because I get nervous here. But I also want to mention some of the new stuff I found, which is just great stuff. Breaking North Carolina, really fun vlog to watch as well, and just great stuff. I enjoy watching your stuff. And West Virginia Dirty Dog, I kind of think of you two together as a vlog, but separate vlogs, and very, very fun stuff as well. You're a cool guy. And Adrian, I love you, but we can't elope. That's the name of her YouTube page or whatever channel, and that is some quality stuff. If you don't know who she is, then you got to check that out because good stuff. And Matt Colby, all those, and Johnny Flood 360. I love the way your music and your sense of humor. You have a sense of humor. It's not maybe stuff I can use at school, as I said, but you're a cool guy. All right. And Paul Peterson, and I don't know, the list goes on and on and on and on. Shooting Star. So I don't want to leave anybody out. I already have Day Tripper 22. I mean, that guy is so cool. I mean, really cool. All right, shut up, Paul. Moving on. End of the vlog. End of the dishwashing thing. Koniec, już. I'm done.